Good morning, buddy. Hi. You like sleeping in, mister? Sleeping Saturday. Are you ready to get up, buddy? Okie dokie. Disconnected and unplugged and turned the gas off to the water heater. And I'm draining some of the water. I have to drain it below the level of the valve because I'm replacing this. If I didn't drain the water below this, I pull this out and all over the place. So we got a 5-gallon bucket here, 5 or 6-gallon bucket, and I think we're about done draining. It's pretty hot, so you gotta be careful when you do this part. This just turns loose. A little crusty. I can do it by hand. Oh, yeah. Oh. I don't think they use any Teflon tape. We'll definitely use Teflon tape when we replay. Now I gotta get this bugger out. We use a pipe wrench for this big boy. And gently. Look on the inside of that. It's definitely a nasty valve. Needs to be replaced. Only about 20 bucks to replace it. Eventually you can just turn it out by hand. Oh. Peekaboo. Here it is. There's a new one. It's going to stick out a little bit, but that's okay. Just turns back in. You start by hand and make sure you don't cross thread it. It's getting a little more taut now. So I think I'm going to do one more revolution with the wrench and then we'll call it. It's in there now. And we just got to put the pipe back in there. But not before I add some Teflon tape. That'll give the threads a nice seal. And you just turn it in by hand. And then we'll eventually get a little tight. And you want to snug it up with the adjustable wrench at the end. That's pretty good by hand. That's probably sufficient, but we'll give it a little bit extra oomph with the wrench. I'd say that's pretty dang good. It's all done now, except for turning it back on and plugging it back in and putting it together. Now I'm purging all the air that got into the system when I drained the tank. Takes a few minutes of running this. Run this for a while now. All is well in the world of the water heater. And if you need to do this yourself, I highly recommend consulting with a professional and or doing a bunch of research yourself. This is not a how-to video. It's more of just what I did. The reason I replaced this to begin with is because the original one, as long as I've lived here, has leaked a little bit in this little bowl here, which was here when I moved in. Doesn't need it anymore because it's dry after replacing the valve, but it would drip a little bit every day. Every week or so, I'd have to empty out that bowl, and it started to get worse and worse. And recently, every day I was starting to empty the bowl, and it was pretty close to the top. So, needless to say, needed to be replaced. Hey, buddy, you being a good baby? Yeah. Your daddy's got to run some errands, and he'll be back. Okay. Yeah, then he'll be back, and then maybe we can go to Woods Walk when we get back. That'd be fun. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty fun, don't you? Okie dokie. Well, bye-bye for now, everyone.